perfect song for right now. Okay, well, I've been out here for 42 minutes, I think. I've made $15. But it's $15 I wouldn't have made if I was at home, right? Okay, guys, happy April Fools for real. For real. Today is April 1st. I already pulled my prank, so, I can't do it again. It just won't work. But my husband sent me a message today and he let me know that it was not an April Fool's prank. This was legit. And I know it's legit because he sent me the info. He actually has to go look at a job for one of the members of NSYNC. And, my daughter grew up on NSYNC. She was like a crazy super fan from the time she was a little girl. And now her daughter is an NSYNC fan and my other granddaughter. So it's kind of exciting. What can I say? Living out here in Southern California and doing the type of work he does. Periodically, he gets to work on, homes of celebrities. And for the most part, I usually don't care. It's nobody I even but something like this is a big deal. And the first thing he said is, this is not an April Fool's prank. This is legit. So, yeah, he wouldn't have said that. He better not, because I'd be upset. But anyway, yeah, I just thought that was pretty cool. I wanted to share that. I'm not going to share the name unless he lets me know later I can. But super cute. It's really crappy and yucky out. So I think this might be a good time to go out and do Uber tonight, because people don't like to go out when it looks like this. I do, I love this kind of weather. And I did go out last night and, I did okay. I was kind of bummed though, because one of the orders, my last order, as a matter of fact, I was getting ready to close out. And then I was parked right in front of the juice store or juice place. And I got an order from there. So I thought, and it was actually on my way home. So it worked out perfectly. But unfortunately, the house that I was to deliver at was dark as can be. There's no car in the driveway, no porch light on. It didn't even look like anybody was there. So I was like, is this the right house? So I actually went to the house next door because it's all lit up. And I thought, well, maybe it's that house. But then I saw the address when I got up to it. It was like, nope, it's not this house. So I went back and I walked all the way up to the door, and you have to get right up there before you can see the address. And that was the house. So I left it there. I took a picture, and as I was getting ready to drive off, they came out and picked it up. So if you order something to be delivered, turn your porch light on if it's late at night. I was scared just walking up to the door, but I mean, I knew the neighborhood and it was like, a mile from my house, but it was just so dark. It was weird. So yeah, I did that. And then it was funny because my very first order last night, I parked right by Starbucks, and just as soon as I turned it on, I got an order from Starbucks, but I almost didn't take it because it was for like $2. I was like, I'm not gonna waste my time for $2. But then I told myself, whatever order comes in tonight, no matter what it is, you're taking it. So I took it. Luckily, it was for 1.1 miles. The chick was working and she wanted Starbucks. So I took it to another restaurant and she gave me a $6 tip. So yeah, I'm glad I took it now. It turned out to be really good. So that's the lesson. You never know when you take these, because like I said, sometimes I've had people give me tips over and above what was promised in the app. So, you just don't know. But I don't want to take them too far away, because Diana's done that by mistake. She ended up going up Big Bear, and they had just gotten a lot of snow, and she had to drive through that, and then it got dark, and I was like, oh, that would be a nightmare. But so you only get 30 seconds when it comes across. You get 30 seconds to deny it. And I have to look at it and figure out, real fast, is it worth it? How many miles? What am I going to be getting? Where's it at? Even if it says it's only like 2 or 3 miles, it's like, do I know where this is at? If it's in my area, I do. But for some reason, they keep sending me people from 4 cities over are ordering from restaurants in town that I guess they don't have in their town. But it's like, I'm not driving 35 miles Although, you get paid for your time, right? And your gas, so I guess it's okay, but it's just the wear and tear in your car. I'm thinking if I just keep it in my little city, it's going to be better for me and for my car and all that. But like I said, half the calls that come across are for, like, 30 miles away. It's just bizarre to me. So tonight I'm going out again, and thank God Diana's going with me, because I'll tell you what, it is boring. It is boring sitting in your car waiting. So I messaged her and said, are you doing anything? And she's so sweet, thank God. She said, yeah, I'll go with you. So we're both going to go out tonight, and it just makes the time go by so much faster. And so I'm going to go out and do the dinner rush. Like I said, I wanted to do it every night so I can see which nights are going to be the most profitable. I still haven't done mornings yet. I'm going to, but they're in the mornings. I got to get up. So, I mean, because the morning stuff isn't like 9 or 10. It's like 6 or 7, and people want coffee. And it's like, yeah, I bet you do. So, yeah, I would have to go to bed like at 8 o'clock to do that. So, one of these days, we'll try and do the morning rush. But for right now, I'm going to stick to the night. So, yeah, I'm hoping tonight pays off. I have a goal. I've set myself a goal. You guys know, I have my day job, which that, makes my car payment and pays my bills. And then I have my YouTube, which is turning out to be profitable. And I think, okay, well, YouTube, this is helping me too, because I want to pay my bills down faster. I want to be able to pay more on them. And I want to be able to save some money, put it back into our savings for retirement. And then I'm doing Uber because I still want to go on adventures. Like I said, I still, I want to have a life while I can, because I didn't for 7 years. I keep repeating that, but I get new subscribers and they don't know why I'm doing this. They're like, just put all your money away. And it's like, no, I want to live my life while I'm here. I do. I just, I want to live. And I mean, but I still want to be able to eat at some point in my old age. So I'm doing both. I'm saving for that. And I'm, trying to make memories and live and have fun in the meantime, which is what Uber is going to be about. And so the goal this month is to make enough money to fly up north to see my surrogate daughter, is what I call her. She grew up with my daughter. They were besties, and we lived in the same neighborhood, and they went to school together. Well, she's expecting her first baby, and I want to be there for that. I just love her, and this is a very special time, and she's having a baby shower, and they've been working on it, and I really want to go. So I'm hoping that I can make like $300 to buy the plane ticket, round trip ticket, so I can fly up there, and bring her gift. So that's the goal. We'll see. We'll see if it happens. But I figure if I take every call and I work every night, I should be able to do that, right? I think it's doable. So I'm hustling. I'm going to get out there and I'm going to do this. Like I said, I worked last night. So far, seems like it's worked out to where I'm making just a little bit more than minimum wage when I go out. But that's money I wouldn't be making if I'm sitting at home on the couch. Not that I sit home on the couch. If I'm home, I'm doing stuff around here. But still, I'd rather be out making money right now. And, it's while I'm out there, like last night, I'm sitting out there and it's getting dark and I'm all alone in my car. I'm like, is this really worth it? And then I look at the app and, see how much money I made. And I was like, I'm making money. Quit complaining. It's an easy job. It doesn't get any easier than this. So yeah, no complaints. I just like to complain, but I shouldn't complain about it. Really, sincerely. I'm very happy that, I'm even able to do this. So, and also I wonder, I don't know if this is true. If you guys drive for delivery, tell me if you think this is true. Because I turned down those far away orders, is it kind of not like a punishment, but they're like, nope, you got to pay your dues, chick. You got to do all of these, and then we'll start sending more your way. And since I've turned down quite a few of those, less and less seem to be coming across. just, am I paranoid? I don't know. I don't know how this whole thing worked yet. Trying to figure it out. Oh God, 13 minutes. I'll see if I can cut some of this out for you guys. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go so I can go get ready to go out there, and I'll film tonight, and I'll either post it tonight or tomorrow. So you guys have a great April Fools. I hope nobody fools ya like I did. So I'll talk to you guys in the next video.